Welcome back. A devastating rail worker strike looking increasingly likely after the largest rail union voted against a tentative deal pushed by the White House. A strike could cost the American economy as much as $2 billion a day. Here's what Labor Secretary Marty Walsh said about the economic impact after declaring victory on the issue back in September.
What was at stake here? The supply chain, working about the president trying to bring down global inflation pressures, domestic inflation pressures, and understanding that if this strike happened tonight, which would have been tonight at 12 o'clock, it would have devastating impacts on the American economy.
Joining me right now is the Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen National President, Dennis Pierce. Dennis, great to see you. Thanks very much for being here. 4 rail unions have voted against this deal, while 8 have actually voted for it. The Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen voted to ratify the deal. Tell us what you saw in this deal that works.
Well, I think it's important to note that we've been at the bargaining table for 3 years trying to work out a contract. All through that time, the railroads have made record profits. They've slashed their workforce, and our guys were forced to work as essentials through the pandemic. So that's all in the background of this. We voted the same contract that Smart Transportation did. They were both very close votes. They barely failed. We barely ratified. And I think it's an indication of the anger and animosity that's still out there on the railroad. It doesn't mean that our contract won't get signed and we'll get to work trying to improve conditions out there, but the other unions are back at the table trying to get this finished.
Well, you've got to deliver 55 million tons of freight by rail every day, and you've got to count on workers showing up. And one of the issues, I believe, for some of your colleagues in the industry is that they want paid sick days. And that tentative deal provided 1 day to get paid. They want many more days, sick days, to get paid. Like, what if they get COVID? What if they can't show up? You all showed up during the pandemic. What are the sticking points? Is it largely around sick pay or something else?
It's a combination of sick pay and just time away from work in general, especially for the train crews. The engineers and conductors work on a rotating call basis. Many of them have no scheduled days off. It would be a foreign concept to most Americans not to know when you're ever going to get a day with your family. And in the middle of the pandemic, the railroads adopted more strict attendance policies. And when people need to take time off, whether they're sick, even with COVID, or for their families, they've been given attendance points and in many cases terminated. So at the end result, I know we're worried about a strike in the coming weeks, but the impact on the supply chain has been dramatic for the last 2 years with this business style that's running employees out of the industry and short staffing the industry to where the supply chain's been crippled by the railroads themselves. Our job as unions, obviously, is to make these jobs better, and that's what we're trying to do with these contracts. But it's a combination of time away from work, both paid and unpaid.
Is there any way you see the rail management giving the unions 15 sick days? That's what they were asking for, right? They want 15 days knowing that they could get paid for sick days.
We made that presentation to a presidential emergency board. It was a non-binding panel last summer. The recommendation did not come back in our favor, and that's why the railroads have refused to give it to the unions in the contract. Time will tell if the railroads are willing to settle this. They have the complete financial ability with record profits to afford to treat these folks fair. Time will tell if they're willing to do that or if they're going to push it down to the wire.
Now, the contract or this deal, tentative deal, gave workers an $11,000 signing bonus, I'm told, plus a raise over a 5-year period of the contract of 24%. If your colleagues in the other unions reject, will you ultimately will you walk past the picket line, or will you honor the picket line?
Well, first, the $11,000 number is a back pay number. These folks went 3 years without a wage increase, so it's not a signing bonus. There is a 24% wage increase over a 5-year period. There's only 2 years left in this contract. But I've been crystal clear with everyone we've talked about. There's not a rail union out there that's going to cross another rail union's picket line if they put them up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point. And you have the leverage. Here we are at a moment in time where the economy is teetering, and more than ever, we need the rails to work during the holidays. What do you think the chances are that this is where this is going? A strike after December 9th or December, what is the date? December 5th?
to sit that they've now all been consolidated to midnight the morning of December the 9th. And obviously, Congress is watching. Congress could intervene. I think the railroads are all but counting on Congress to intervene. That's why they're not moving the needle any. But obviously, the impact of the supply chain, nobody wants a strike is not a first choice for any labor union, but it is obviously a final tool if that's what it takes to get a very profitable industry to do something to treat these folks fair. They're impacting the supply chain every day by running these employees off. They're having a hard time hiring people. They're grossly understaffed, and it's because of the way they've treated these folks. So they've got to do something to change the needle. Even a strike could go, we could get past the strike deadline and work it out, but they're still having so much trouble hiring that the supply chain's not healed like it should be.
Well, what do you want Congress to do? I mean, once Congress intervenes, what specifically can Congress do?
Congress has the authority to legislate the contract. They did that 31 years ago in 1991. That's not the union's first choice. I think the railroads are counting on it. That's why they won't bargain. If the Congress would stay out of it, my guess is the unions and the railroads would find a way to work this out to avoid a strike and the financial impact to the railroad industry alone. But Congress has authority in these matters if they choose to get into it. They've done it before.
Yeah, and real quick before you go, Dennis, when you first got this tentative deal, was there any discussion of, look, whatever you want, let's not talk about it until after November 8th?
No, it wasn't really tied to that. I know there was a lot of talk and speculation about the impact to midterms. We were at the cooling off period end under the steps of the Railway Labor Act. So more coincidental timing as to how all these negotiations unfolded. I don't think there was any political party that wanted to see the rail unions strike in September any more than they want to see them strike now.
Of course.
I don't tie that to midterms at all. It was an attempt to take something out to our members and let them decide. We're a democratic organization. And as been said, we may have agreed to vote the agreement, but we can't actually implement or sign a contract unless our members ratify it.
Of course. Dennis, we hope this works out for you. We so appreciate you and all of your colleagues and your hard work. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Moran.